So that's tomorrow night. The following night at Aloha Stadium, the UH football team will take the spotlight. Hawaii will lock up with nationally ranked Nevada. Both teams looking to keep pace with Boise State atop the WAC standings. Now, many are calling the Warriors a surprise contender this season. Well, many except for the players themselves.
It may be a surprise to other people, but us as a team, we had the confidence and we knew that what we can do and the possibilities we had for this season, and we definitely we took that upon ourselves this summer and worked hard, and we're not surprised at what we're doing right now.
Nobody knows how hard we were or how much time we put in and all that kind of stuff, and it's just this is where we wanted to be, and with all the work that we've been putting in, it's paying off, and it's just a great feeling to be where we are and not where we were last year at this point of the season.
Wolfpack ranked 19th in the nation at 6-0, 1-0 in the WAC. Warriors are 4-2, 2-0 in conference. Kickoff is set for 5:30. Now, Hawaii is running a Packet versus the Pack promotion. Military personnel and members of the UH Alumni Association will receive 50% off select tickets, and UH students, as always, get in free with a valid school ID. How you doing, everybody? Let's talk sports. We're a defensive team. Those were the words uttered this morning with a straight face, mind you, by UH Warrior cornerback Jeremy Bryant. With the run and shoot serving as the star of the show in the recent era of Warrior football, Bryant's claim would seem to some to be a bit out there. Thing is, Bryant has backed it up with 4 interceptions in the last 3 games. All Warrior wins. The 4 picks ties Bryant for most in the nation. He recorded a pair of INTs in last week's Saturday's 49-27 beatdown of Fresno State, returning the second one 48 yards for Hawaii's final score. While the Warriors rank 72nd in total defense, they are now 21st in turnover margin heading into Saturday's showdown with Nevada, thanks in part to a defensive unit that Bryant says is coming together.
What has gotten better, you would say?
I think just the chemistry between everybody, just us doing what the coaches want us to do. They ask us to do certain things and just doing it the way they coach it and not trying to do our own thing. For example, tackling, wrapping every tackle, driving every tackle, grabbing cloth on every tackle. Just all of us having a chip on our shoulder, meaning the defense, because we're all undersized. So to make up for that, we have to be more aggressive, faster, and just pursue 11 hats on the ball. It just makes a big difference in the game.
Bryant is a 5'10" senior who hails from Carson, California. He's a husband and father of 2 daughters and says his decision to come to Hawaii was based on family.
I love it. I mean, it is what I thought it was going to be. It's a lot of family atmosphere, extended ohana, things like that. People always looking out for you, you know what I mean? You don't ever have to worry about where you're going to get your next meal because your neighbor will feed you here, you know what I mean? So it's great. I love it.
Good stuff. And while the hits keep coming for Bryant, it was the hit laid by receiver Greg Salas, which epitomized Saturday's game against the Bulldogs. Salas, who had 9 catches for 148 yards and 3 touchdowns, made perhaps the most noise when he blasted into Fresno defensive back Devon Dunn in the 3rd quarter, an example of the physicality the Warriors are trying to make a reputation out of.
The physicality of the game is not something that you shy away from.
No, it definitely kind of sets the tone and the tempo for the way I play, and that makes them think a little bit twice before they try tackling me again next time. They might come in there a little bit differently, and they might be able to help me out, maneuver, make a different move or something. So it's just definitely trying to set the tempo.
Saturday night, it's Hawaii and Nevada. Wolfpack ranked 19th in the nation at 6-0, 1-0 in the WAC. Warriors are 4-2, 2-0 in conference. Kickoff is set for 5:30. Meanwhile, former Warrior quarterback Colt Brennan continues his search for an NFL home. Brennan tried out with the Houston Texans yesterday. The 2008 6th-round draft pick of the Redskins has been training in Arizona since being released first by the Skins and then by the Raiders prior to the season. He was one of 2 quarterbacks who worked out for head coach Gary Kubiak. The reasoning, a bit unclear, as the Texans already have Dan Orlovsky and Matt Leinart serving as backups to starter Matt Schaub.
Is there a belief that the only people that can stop you is you?
We've kind of had that belief just this whole entire summer. We knew coming into the season we're going to be able to do some things, and that's kind of been our mentality this whole season.
I hope you're all having a pleasant evening. The matchup is ripe. Hawaii versus 19th ranked Nevada Saturday night. Warriors have a much improved defense and the top passing game in the country, led by quarterback Brian Moniz, whose numbers are off the chart. Now, he's got many, but his top target is senior slot back Greg Salas, number 1 in the country with 757 receiving yards. That's an average of 126 yards per game, and he's tied for the lead in the nation with 50 catches. That works out to over 8 per outing. Versus Fresno State last week, Salas made 9 grabs for 148 yards with 3 touchdowns. Right now, you lead the country in receiving yards. Is this exactly where you expect it to be or want it to be?
Definitely where I want to be. You know, I want to just come out and do as best as I can and try to be the best player I can be, and you know, just try to work hard for our team. And then luckily that's put me in a good position in this offense to lead some stuff.
And Alex Green's off his best game of the season. He rushed for 96 yards against the Bulldogs, while also making 3 trips into the end zone. When you get into the end zone and you start to feel it, I noticed you finish runs like big and strong.
Yeah, that's the whole point of being a running back, you know, to finish a run strong and just play hard the whole game. That's our goal, and that's what I try to do on the field every time.
And run is what the unbeaten Wolfpack do best. Led by Vitawa and quarterback Colin Kaepernick, Nevada's tops in the WAC, 5th in the country, rushing for 314 yards per game.
Hey, welcome back. Defending your home turf isn't always easy, but historically, the Warrior football team has taken advantage of its distance away from the mainland. You see, since 1975, UH has won 60% of their games in Hawaii and have had just 2 losing home seasons over the last 10 years. All of that directly leads to understanding why 19th ranked Nevada has chosen to make a quick arrival and exit out of Honolulu this week. Toss in the fact that the Wolfpack is 0-5 at the Aloha Stadium. Also explains why Nevada won't arrive until Friday, just 1 day before their Saturday showdown with UH.
I mean, it's definitely a long travel over there. There's a lot of distractions when you get over there. Obviously, you're in Hawaii, there's beaches, everything. That's part of the reason we're leaving Friday. Just not have that distraction, try to stay focused on football.
Oh, there's a lot of combinations. You know, it's hard to win anybody's place. I mean, going on the road, whether it's Hawaii or Nevada or any place else, you know, when you're on the road, a road win is a big deal. And it doesn't matter what their team's record is or what they're doing, how they're doing. You know, the win on the road is really a challenge for anybody in any sport.
Now, what should be exciting this week is the matchup between 2 of college football's most dynamic quarterbacks in Kaepernick and Hawaii's Bryant Muniz. Nevada's senior currently ranks 6th nationally in total offense with 326 yards per game, while Muniz tops the nation in total offense with 388 yards per contest, 374 of those coming through the air. Now, with Kaepernick and Boise State QB Kellen Moore mentioned as the WAC's top slingers, Muniz knows this will be a chance to put his name in the same discussion.
It's really a goal of my own, kind of to, you know, just let people know who I am. Like Colin, Kellen, all those guys, they got a lot of recognition, and you know, they're having great years, so I don't want to get too caught up in all the hype. And it's really with the help of our offense and our coaches, you know, the O-line giving me time and the receivers making me look good.
And kickoff for that game scheduled for 5:30.